last time, the High Rollers, had clash with the Cheliax Armada. It was a wash for all intents and purposes. The Cheliax Armada came at you with their all, but you were stalwart in your defense and strategic capabilities. They were unable to really take out any significant ships. The ones that were quickly being repaired by Hex before the final confrontation, which you all won quite handedly. Even after the ritual to summon Lucifer, you were able to defeat Druvala Thrune and Valeria Asperxis, the dogs of Cheliax, the ones assigned to annex the shackles with ease. You then revived everyone who died and sent Lucifer back to hell in a friendly way, with no further confrontation, and, well, one dead
until his timer ran out.
Yeah, basically. Afterwards, we now cut to about a week later. You have sort of finished all the final logistics. No one died, which is an insane feat. All of you are mythic now, obviously, even though that doesn't matter. You're mythic officially now. And it's party time. Everyone has convened.
Party.
That's right. Everyone is convened. I want to say in Bull's Bluff. I like to imagine
the best restaurants.
It does have the best
Ambrose's.
restaurants, and the travel time is negated by Juliet's new service, Uber, that she has with her various impossible speed jets. So we kind of cut to fireworks going off, resounding through the night. Food, dance, and celebration is officially occurring now. People are drinking, people are partying, the dealers are off tonight. Everything is just wonderful right now. Go ahead and play that musical track, Festival and Holiday, in the Discord. And yeah, that's kind of the vibe. I kind of have things that I know are going to, like, people who I want to talk to you. But of course, this is a celebration of your success. You've defeated the Cheliax Armada. You've pushed them out of the shackles, most likely for good. So before we get into people coming up to you, is there anyone that you would like to go to and talk to? Anything you'd like to do during this massive celebration?
Letting someone else go first.
Why don't we let Y go first?
Okay, I'll talk to Contrabar and Mike.
And Mike? Okay.
Yes.
Mike is currently by himself at a table, sort of out of the way, away from all the crowds. And just sort of, he's just enjoying some type of whiskey you can smell, sipping by himself, with a sort of slightly blushed cheeks, or flushed cheeks. He sees you approaching, and he gives you a nod before standing up and getting ready to, properly salute you. What do you say?
Hello, Mike.
Hello, Hex.
So, I don't think I'm going to be able to top that for a while.
No, sir, I do not believe you will. Perhaps, though, that is for the best. I do not think powers that be would enjoy that happening too often.
Yeah, that's... Question. Do you think you or Contrabar would make a better captain?
He actually seems pretty stumped. He says, I do not believe there's anyone of your capabilities that could replace you, Admiral?
I'm asking because I'm probably getting out of the pirate game soon.
Oh, where are you going to?
Anywhere and everywhere.
May I join you?
Huh. Well, I'm on Galarian, though I probably am going to venture even further still.
Do you not wish for me to join you then?
For the first leg of the trip, it'll be fine to join, but I might be going a bit. I'm going, after I deal with Epilogue for everything, I'm just going to punch a hole in the universe and see where it takes me.
I understand. Then I shall accompany you for as long as I am able to.
Yeah. Because there's a even to odd chance wherever I'm going could end up in the heart of a star. And I'm not that good at protecting people to that degree.
Then I shall endeavor to protect myself enough for you not to worry for me.
Okay. So, first mission after this, I got the mission dealing with Laura Farthing and her little Archphage project.
Yes, I'm familiar with the project. I've already researched numerous Fey entities I believe we'll be dealing with, and their weaknesses and strengths accordingly. I've actually written a report about this and already put it in your office.
Thank you for the efficiency, Mike.
Oh, and also, and he pulls out just a long layer of skin, kind of like nicely folded up for you. He hands it to you and says, I thought you might want some party skin, just in case things get a little bit crazy tonight.
I can always trust you'll need to think ahead.
Yes, you can. Contrabar?
Okay, now I got mine. So, I guess it'll be letting Contrabar know after we leave. He's probably the captain of the Dead Man's Dice.
That'll be a fun conversation. Why don't we switch focuses to Goliad for a second?
Okay.
Hey, bud, who are you wanting to talk to?
Well, you know who I want to talk to every single time. Let me
Of
see.
course. Okay. Ambrose has been cooking for the festival, for the whole celebration, and he is so happy to see you. He says, "Oh, Goliad, my boy, how are you doing?"
Oh, I'm doing great, Ambrose. How are you, man?
"Oh, I'm doing just well. We got the Devil's Delight ready to open in a few weeks, and well, I think this is a good opportunity to get some extra eyes on the restaurant. I've been passing out little flyers with the food."
Nice. Good, good.
I think it'll be a success.
Gotcha. I might be hanging around Fool's Bluff a little bit more, depending on how things play out.
Okay,
So,
yes.
I might be a regular of yours. We'll see.
Well, that would be wonderful. Whatever you decide to do, Goliad, just I'll know that your friends have your back, but I hope you know I have it as well.
Thank you. Well, I like to consider you one of my friends. So if my friends have my back, I assume you do as well.
You big fluffy guy. He pulls you into the hug.
I hug him back.
And he just kind of looks at you for like a long moment and then starts to cry. Just starts to absolutely sob. He was completely fine, and he just says, the kind of in betweens the tears, he's just like, I'm just so happy that I got to meet everyone. It feels like an entire lifetime has passed in the span of a year. So much has changed I never could have seen coming, and it just feels like things are looking up.
Hopefully that continues. been nice. I really enjoyed the past year getting to know you.
And he nods, still like in between tears, and wipes some of his snot off on your shirt. And says, "I'd like getting to know you too. I've really liked getting to know all of you."
I feel like Goliath's just kind of sitting there like, well, I don't know how to leave now.
You stay there awkwardly for some time before he lets you go. And he continues cooking for the rest of the night. He's providing a service for the celebration. He's enjoying it. And we cut to Ida. Is there anyone you would like to talk to?
Peppery Long Farthing.
I wasn't expecting to really... I wasn't really expecting to make some rolls today, but sure, give me a perception roll.
I know her ass is here.
Yeah, wasn't really okay. You see, give me a will save. Okay. You see a woman, looks so unbelievably average, in a glamour of some sort, a very powerful glamour. Just sort of eating food and chatting with just other random people. Underneath the glamour is Peppery Long Farthing. And she sees you approach, and she just kind of curses under her breath, which you hear. And she turns and says, pretending that you don't know who she is, she says, "Oh, if it isn't Hurricane Queen Ida, cheers!" And everyone like raises their mugs and like clamps as they see you approach. And she's just sort of drinking, looking at you. What are you doing?
Ida takes a mug and addresses the crowd around. "To Peppery Long Farthing, our stalwart ally and wonderful companion. Cheers!" Raises a glass, pounds it down, and sits down right next to her.
I like to imagine like you dispel the glamour too.
Oh yeah.
And she's just like, "Oh, subtlety has never been your thing, has it?"
What do you mean? I'm so subtle.
It's very, very disheartening that both you and the robot are able to see through my magic so easily. But I suppose that is what mythical beings are able to do.
Goliath has true sight, by the way.
Yes, I have constant true sight now.
Yeah, I know. Golden's the only one who hasn't seen her yet, like hasn't looked for her. But yes, so everyone can see her. She says, "I was hoping to keep a low profile tonight, but I see you've made that an impossibility now. How can I help you, Hurricane Queen Ida? You're not here to kill me, are you?"
What you worried about, baby? We already killed the strongest things in the shackles. What are you still scared of?
I suppose that's true. I heard that you were responsible for killing Scylla, that legendary scourge. Is that true?
Yeah, she was pretty cool. She had a bunch of little dog serpents around her, and you know, good time.
She just kind of looks at you expectantly, waiting for you to say something else.
Ida looks around. What are your plans now?
Well, me and your compatriot Hex have a little trip to the Feywilds planned. I have a couple of monarchs to kill, some regicide, oh you know. And then, well, I suppose I'll simply see where life takes me, as I always have.
I see. Are you going after the Thrones by chance?
I've thought about it. Although they might hunt me down, considering I betrayed them and gave you tons of information on them to thwart their annexing attempts, but I suppose I wouldn't be against the idea of murdering some Cheliaxian bastards.
Well, she looks down at her watch that she doesn't have because they're not invented yet. I'm planning on heading that way in a couple months. If you want to tag along, and it'll be an in and out 15-minute adventure. She'll never see it coming.
She thinks for a moment. All right, I agree to this proposal, and she offers you a hand.
Says what?
Yeah, you auto says, yeah, she's being genuine. She actually seems interested in this.
Okay. Shakes her hand.
I'm assuming I'll get access to the treasures. You know, considering the fact that you have more money than you could ever use.
Oh yeah, I don't give a damn about none of that shit. I do want her crown, cause I'm gonna wear it. But you can have whatever else.
An agreeable deal to me then. And we like cut to Ida and Peppery running the entirety of Hell's Rebels by themselves.
Yup.
In like over the course of like 2 weeks instead of years. Oh my god. Peppery sort of just looks at you for a moment and says, no further in-depth conversation. Probably for the first time, she actually asks you genuine questions about your life and just seems sort of interested in who you are. And you guys just kind of chat back and forth for a little bit. She's surprisingly, or unsurprisingly, very charming, and she seems interested in getting to know you a little bit.
Nice.
But yeah, before the next round of if you want to talk to any people, a few things, so a few people are kind of coming up to you, interacting, one of which is Lady Agatha Smithy, the woman who sort of funded the start of your kingdom, right? She is your first benefactor, the person who allowed you to sort of set everything up. And she just sort of finds kind of a moment when the three of you are together, and just says, I just wanted to congratulate you on your victory over Cheliax. It was quite daring and bold, if I must say so.
Oh, it ain't no thing. Easy enough.
They got punched back harder.
I do like a bit of rough play. By the way, I was wondering, speaking about rough play, you see, I'm still in the market for, well, I was going to say a husband, but I've been a little bit more open recently. And she looks at Hex and Ida at the same time. You wouldn't happen to know anyone who's single and looking for an older woman who has a lot of money?
I look at Hex.
I'm planning on a multi-year expedition across all of Galarian and then beyond, so that's going to take maybe a couple of decades.
I have someone in mind.
Okay.
I think he's around here somewhere.
I'm not into that, Hex, but thank you. Looks at Goliad. I mean, I've always loved... Hold on, I gotta calm myself. She looks at Goliad, she says, fur in all the right places, I see.
Yeah. I just believe I might be a little spoken for. Maybe.
Huh? Okay, well, I won't press any further. Then she looks at Ida and just says, she doesn't even say anything. She just looks at you and gives you the look, Ida.
Ma'am, I appreciate it. However, I do believe one of our officers is single and might be ready to mingle. Here he is now.
Oh, and who is that? And she looks to who do you summon?
Out of a tree comes Owlbear.
He technically is second in the second rankings. And has a considerable amount of wealth because of that.
And you know, if that's not who you're willing to go for, I have somebody I know that's just absolutely has a bone for you.
I'm scared. She looks at Owlbear and just goes, "Oh, Lady Agatha, it's so good to see you. How are you doing?" Lady Agatha looks at him, shakes him up and down. He's wearing like kind of like a corset. Is it a corset? Am I saying that right? Nope. Nope, not a corset. Wrong thing. He's wearing a very kind of dressed up, like leather cuirass, with like nice trims and leather boots. He has like a few belts on. And he is so muscular, he is like almost bursting out of the like clothing. She looks at him, she bites her lip, and he looks at her and just gives her like a smile. And she shakes her head and says to Ida, she says, "It would be like fucking my son. It just doesn't feel quite right."
Well, I mean, that's the only idea I had.
Owlbear goes, "Who's fucking who?"
I summoned Jack.
You summoned Jack.
He's got a bone. He's got a real bone for her. I'm sure.
Jack
He
comes
is
over.
quite old. They're in each other's age range.
It's
Yeah,
true.
like he probably is the closest person we have that can relate to her as a person.
Yeah, he was
Oh.
only trapped on an island for 20 years, bro. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, and
but, he has his looks from 20 years ago.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's actually true.
he's-
You're right.
and I imagine
got-
he's probably super horny.
He has that old wisdom with a young body.
Ah, there it is. There it is. Owlbear looks at Agatha and says, "Okay, goodbye, Lady Agatha. I'm gonna go make friends with other people." And then he looks at Ida and says, "Bye, Ida." Then he looks at Y and says, "Bye, Hex." And then he looks at Goliath and says, "Bye, Goliath." And he runs off.
There he goes.
Jack approaches and says, "You called for me. What's up?"
Yeah.
Why speaks? I did not believe I was in this campaign.
Yes, Jack. I have something very important for you to do.
Okay, what is it? What is it?
Don't worry. Agatha was just needing some help. That requires some subtlety. So I'm just gonna put you in her care for a little bit. Maybe all of today?
Lady Agatha, you turn and look at her. She is currently holding her panties. She drops them down like a sword grate and she says, "Oops." Sorry. She drops him down a sewer grate and she says, "Oh, looks like I'll need to get some new clothing. I was hoping you could help me, Jack." And Jack looks at her, then looks at you and says, "Yeah, I think I can do that. I think I can get on that right about now. Yeah. Hey, have a good party. I'll see you in a few days." He leaves with Agatha. God.
The fucking bro taking one for the team, or giving one for the team.
Hell
Giving
yeah.
multiple for the team. At this moment, you then see a very dapper dressed man in a black and red suit kind of approaching. He has tiefling horns, but the rest of his appearance looks very human. And beside him is another tiefling woman. Looks like a Cambion. She has glasses, massive tits, and is wearing kind of like a traditional secretary's vest. And she looks at you, Eden, and she gives you like a very polite wave. And then you hear Mephistopheles just say, "This is a wonderful party. I really must say the catering is out of this plane, literally. I just wanted to come by and offer, and I know this is a rarity in the courts of hell, a little apology. We heard that Lucifer came up and was messing with your whole shtick of killing Cheliax. Is that true?"
Nod.
We, the Archdevils of Hell, are so sorry about that. Lucy knows he's not supposed to come out to play anytime soon, even when the blood of 1,000 virgins is sacrificed to bring him here. So, as an apology, I will be torturing Valeria Asperxis for at least a few thousand years. Ida, I heard that you had a bit of beef with her?
Yeah, I sure do.
Okay. Here's what I need from you, Ida. Go ahead and send me a list of every hellish thing that you can imagine happening to her. I'll make sure that happens. And then, in addition, we prepared a little gift for you. And the secretary, whose name I keep forgetting, it keeps pissing me off. Fuck is her name? She kind of just looks over and pulls from like a bag of holding just a small black box and says, well, this is for you. I know that you guys like to, open up things in your good old time. But this is a special little gift from all the devils of hell. We think y'all are just so swell, and if you ever want to do business with us or write up any contracts, please go ahead and let us know. All right, sugar? And she hands a black box to Goliath. And she says, oh, and be careful. Do not open that in the view of other people or they will go mad. Okay? Okay. Mephistopheles says, I just came for that, and to enjoy some contracts being made. I assume devils are allowed here, correct?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, the Crimson Dice Company is part of the catering team.
Yeah.
And I will say, the mass resurrection thing was probably a one-time thing. I'm probably not going to repeat that anytime soon.
Oh, no, of course. We're just really sorry that Lucifer was all up in your shit. But this party is wonderful, so I'm going to go and woo some women and men. Write up some contracts of eternal suffering, just have a grand old time. You guys take care and call me if you need anything, all right? All right. And he walks off.
I like you.
I wonder who's going to be dumb enough to sign a contract with him.
Somebody go grab Albert right now.
No.
Wait, no. Is Albert spending eternity in hell a punishment for Albert or for Mephistopheles?
That's pretty funny. Well, there's a little bit of, you look at the black box will be dealt with later, or maybe it won't be, who knows. You guys have a little bit of time to interact with more people if you would like. I have more interactions I would like to do, but it is your celebration. You are the heroes here.
I open the black box in front of as many people as I possibly can.
Oh my god!
Go ahead, no!
I have no hero points to stop him.
It's
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. I'm about to
No,
say.
I'm
I was
not-
about to say something. I'm about to say something.
No, I don't want consequences to my actions.
I'm assuming
I know.
Tessa Fairwind is going to want to talk to us at some point.
Yeah.
Actually, I do not have an interaction with her right
Oh.
now. So if you want to
Well,
talk
there
to
you
her, I'll tell if you want. If you want to know if I have an interaction with someone written out, let me know and I'll tell you. But not her, surprisingly. So do you want to talk to her, Ida?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Tessa is kind of in the thick of it. She's with her crew. They are laughing, cheering, playing games, and singing sea shanties. You see her actually currently hanging out with the rapping Sahagin.
wow.
Do you remember them?
Barely.
Yes.
Okay.
I remember them.
Good. She's hanging out with them currently. She says, Ida, Hurricane Queen Ida. She's a little drunk. It is so wonderful to see you, darling. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing so good, honey. How are you? I see you're helping yourself to those beverages.
Oh, they are just wonderful. What do you put in this beer? It is addictive.
Lots of stuff.
Oh Jesus. She kind of almost half faints or kind of drapes herself over the table. She looks extremely attractive. All of her crew are also thinking it. And then she just sort of shakes her head, her hair just sort of beautifully shaking in the wind. And she looks at you, Ida, and she says, the Sahagin actually made a little thing for you. And they were sharing it with us, and I gotta say, it's pretty good. A little bit dated, though.
Oh?
Do you want to hear it?
I
you wanna
sure
hear it?
do. Hell yeah.
Do you do you want the Tessa looks at you and says, do you want the DM to sing it or do you want to just read it? What would you prefer?
Let's make the DM sing it, bro. Come on. You can't give me that
Okay.
option.
Oh, man,
That's
okay.
the option.
I gotta pause the music. Okay. Tessa says, this is going to be 2 minutes of the DM singing, just so you're aware. Please don't record this. He doesn't want this to be recorded. Okay. The rapping Sahagin all dance into frame, using various breakdance moves. They're doing like, windmills, backflips, and just straight up like running mans into frame. The front Sahagin has a gold and platinum chain necklace around his neck, and he says, "Hey yo, Ida, we made a little song for you back when you kicked a little ass on the old Hurricane King. We thought you might want to hear it." And they all kind of like look at each other like they're in a 90s rap song. And someone just goes, and to a beat, the middle one, and kind of some of the other ones start singing, and they go, fuck. Yo, press gang, locked up, working the deck. Bought a boss talking slick, so we put him in check. Took his ship, made a flip, turned a riot to a coup. Now we're sailing with the crew, cutting straight on through. Bone Rack Island, undead in our midst. Moss Giant in the squad, now we rolling thick. Rindelow Queen tried to step in our way, so we sent her to the deep. She ain't fighting today. We the kings of the sea, yeah, legends arise, stacking gold, taking force, putting fear in their eyes. So I'm rolling, but we standing tall. Now the Hurricane King, he's about to take that fall. Hit the docks, out the ship, all squib. Naga shot flex until we ran they crib. Giant wasp in the sky, bringing nothing but pain. Turn the town to our own, now we run it the game. Linked with Pegsworthy, shackles bound. Took our slavers, freed the drowned. Fought rival captains, took their pride. Now our names echo far and wide. Fort claimed, no blood, play the game so wise. Then a sorcerer attacked, but she met a demise. Map in hand, man catcher's call. Sahagin fell when we raided their halls. Met a monk, power, blessed by Gosra. Pirate council beckoned, but we ain't gonna obey. Took out the first mate, turned the city against us. Now we outlaws, whole world trying to end us. Yo, we fled to the bluff, city built on bets. King Spade held the throne, but we paid his death. Tore his kingdom apart, ripped his name from the book, took the crown, let the whole city all shook, like new islands scouted. The devil made moves, Mephistopheles smelling, making big time moves. Took the vampires, claimed they land, but when we came home, yo, war hit the sand. Dragon in the sky, ships in the bay. Tech Lord scheming, a druid in play, but we held the line, stood strong, never fell. Slayed the beast, sent them all back to hell. We the kings of the sea, yeah? Legends arise. Stacking gold, taking forts, putting fear in their eyes. Stream swarms roll in, but we standing tall. Now the Hurricane King about to take that fall. Now the king's on his throne, but he ain't hearing the call. We coming for the shackles, we taking it all. So batten down, boy, let the cannon sing, cause we about to take down the Hurricane King.
Ida looks at them.
That's it.
Ida looks at them. Everybody, come here. Come here.
The 5 rapping Sahagin that all run the DMC walk up to you.
I cast Mythic Ascension and grant them all mythic power.
They
rap's
ascend
a
into the sky.
legendary, boys.
They ascend into the sky, and they just begin to rap various Run DMC songs. The entire music of the place changes. I'll find a song in a little bit to represent the music shift. But they're very happy about this, and everyone is cheering after they end their song. And Tessa just looks at you and says, "It was pretty good, wasn't it?"
Yeah, it was. That's crazy shit. I'm gonna sit down. Ida finds a barrel and just sits down, and she's taking a break.
Oh my god. Tessa says, "So, what exactly did you want to talk with me about, dear?"
I don't even remember. Shit. Well, you know what? We can talk about important stuff later. who do you think is the next biggest threat that we're gonna have to worry about in these here shackles?
Well, you ended the Eye of Absalom. Cheliax expended far too many resources trying to take the shackles, Port Peril specifically. I suppose... there are no more major threats. I think there could be still some lingering individual threats to the shackles, though. Although I couldn't tell you exactly who they are. Some of my people have mentioned an aboleth sighting throughout the shackles, and there are dragons from time to time. That's about all I could guess if I had to.
I like the
What do you
sound of
want?
that, because if we don't have any problems, we're about to become one.
What do you mean?
Oh, don't you worry, honey. I'm already making plans.
I'll look forward to hearing them then.
And she smiles and walks away.
She just sort of tips her mug towards you a little bit, raises it towards you. And okay, anyone else speak? I feel very embarrassed right now.
No, that shit was great.
That was
my
wild.
God.
It's absolutely a travesty that that's not recorded.
Oh, it is. I was laying down. I didn't get up. I didn't get up.
Thank God.
You can
I wanna
listen to that whenever you want.
Oh my God.
Oh, I will. That shit's made.
Oh God. Okay, Goliath, who do you want to talk to? Is there anyone you want to talk to?
Yeah. Let me talk to Cardi B. Been a minute.
Oh, okay. You find Cardi B. She's actually with some other members of the High Rollers. She always has a map with her that she's just really interested in. She's currently just reading it. People are talking. She seems very comfortable. She's just into her own thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Desperately trying to avoid the spillage of beer mugs filled with liquid sloshing around everywhere. And she doesn't even notice you approach.
I stay silent for a little bit. And then, as I see something interesting, I go, oh, that's a weird little cliff right there.
She just kind of gives you a very high-pitched eek, and jumps up a little bit. She slaps her face 2 times, and then turns and looks at you and says, "Hi, Goliath. Hi. How are you?"
I'm doing pretty good, Cardi. Rulers of the shackles. Chiliax is no longer a threat to us.
You look at her. She is. She's not in her normal dress. She actually has a really nice sort of flowing blue dress on. Her hair is really well groomed. She smells sort of like this coral perfume type of thing. It smells really, really good. And her hair is, or her face is currently covered in a very healthy amount of makeup. She looks beautiful underneath the lantern light.
You look really good tonight. Is that a new dress?
Oh, yeah, just something I picked up when we went shopping together. I just thought it was a good time to show it.
I think it is. Suits you very well.
Thank you. Your clothing also suits you well.
I imagine Goliath's shirtless. He's got pants on, but he's run out of shirts because he keeps ripping them.
She just kind of looks at your shirtless body. She blushes slightly. She looks back up to you and says, "Well, when you have clothes on, they look good. It's hard not to look good when you look. I mean, So what can I how can I how are you doing? What's going on? Are you enjoying the party?
Yeah. I was just kind of curious, what your plans are.
Oh, like after the party today? Like tonight?
Tonight, tomorrow, when you're next free.
I mean, yeah. Well, I'm free. Now, later, tomorrow, the day after,
Okay.
whatever.
Gotcha. How about tomorrow? Say 7?
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Should I wear the dress or?
I mean, you can wear whatever you like. I'll like it no matter what you're in.
And you'll be with the shirt on, I assume.
Well, I mean, which would you prefer?
She can like tucks her hair away a little bit. And she's sort of like standing up now. And you notice that a lot of your crew is sort of staring at you. I like to imagine Ida in the distance, like perception 60, like 300 feet away, is also just arms crossed staring at you. Hex is somewhere else, awesome looking. Everyone just sort of focus on you too. You just notice that. And a little quiet. Cardi takes like a really big swig of a drink. And she like takes a deep breath, and she says, really low, only you could hear it. And Ida with her fucking freak hearing. She says, I was wondering if you maybe wanted to dance.
Yeah, I can dance. That's fine as long as you're fine with 2 left feet. Let's get it.
And you kind of take her over to where everyone else is dancing, and just kind of start dancing with her. The music is similar to the festival and holiday soundtrack. Run the DMC has taken a little break for this little occasion, and as you guys are dancing together, there's a really nice moment where you two just sort of like almost like in a waltz fashion are just kind of really close to one another. Just moving to the beat, kind of in a circle. There's this nice big opening in the dance floor just for the two of you. And she's just looking into your eyes right now.
I imagine Goliath's just really enjoying the moment. But also focusing way too hard on not, like, stepping on her feet. His massive fucking hooves.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually something
You're not dancing while you're big as a house, are you? Have you?
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Why? That's so funny.
Nah, instead of huge, I'm just large. I'm just 4. I'm just the size of 4 people.
Jesus Christ. Okay, and the dance goes well. I think like Cardi just kind of, maybe the alcohol's hitting her a little bit. She's just sort of smiling at you as you're dancing, and as the song ends, she just leans in and just gives you a kiss.
I return it.
And everyone just cheers. It's a nice. Yeah. It's a nice little moment between the two of you in front of everybody, and she just sort of smiles at you, and you guys keep dancing. Hex.
Yes.
Do you choose to talk to anybody, my friend?
I guess I'll let Contrabar know of my plans of getting out of the pirate game.
Oh, fuck! You're leaving the pirate game? I was kind of banking on you staying and helping us acquire more riches.
Looks at our treasure hold from the Chiliacs and the Pirates King treasure and the
No, it was a joke, Hex. I'm more rich than I literally could ever use money for. I have thousands of gold saved up. You paid us truly an exorbitant amount.
Yeah. So, I am planning to leave the dead man's dice in your care.
You're sure?
Whether you use it as a pirate ship or just a ship, that would be up to y'all.
Okay. Is something happening? Is there something wrong?
Oh, once I finish the Fey business with Long Farthings, I'm going to explore, well, the rest of Galarian. And a lot of that you can't really take a ship to.
No, that's fair, I guess. Going on a bit of a spiritual journey, then?
Explore, go through Galarian, then the moon, then maybe Eox, and then a little further.
Okay, all right. Well,
I am
you'll
an
be
ageless being, so, and I haven't left this planet yet.
I gotta keep yourself entertained. But still, we'll be very sorry to see you go. And he gives you his little walks his little gnome legs over to you and gives you a big hug on the leg. He says, "I understand. Take care of yourself. I'll run the ship with Rosie. She's a bit better at logistics than me. Don't let her know that I said that. She'll never let me live it down. But we'll keep it going for as long as we're able to. Of course. Thank you for giving me this opportunity."
Yep. And then Hex goes to inform just the rest of her crew her retirement / vacation / exploration journey.
The response is people are devastated, Hex. They are truly saddened in way like to a level you did not think possible, to hear that you will no longer just be actively with the High Rollers. But they understand and they respect your decision for the most part. You get some people kind of trying to pressure you into staying.
I'll stop by once a year.
That seems to sort of appease most people.
Yeah, I'll stop by once a year until I start going off-planet adventures. Which will take probably a couple of decades.
You see most of your crew members, being humans, go, "Yeah, we'll be dead by that point. Yeah!" And it's still very saddening. There are people crying. You have saved the lives of so many people that for the maybe first time, you almost feel their sadness seeping into you. It's a very strange feeling.
Oh no, a negative emotion. I'm supposed to be immune to those.
Yeah, an emotion effect begins to take over you, and you're like, that can't work. But yeah, you say your goodbyes, and talk to your crew, and yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to talk to?
I can think of, because Hex is a hostile environment explorer.
Of course.
And there's a lot of hostile environments out there left to explore.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hello Tarbathon. Die Tarbathon.
At this point, Osgamoth approaches you, Ida, and the group of you. Another moment where the three of you are close by. Osgamoth approaches in his devil form more than his human form. And he says, "Ida, it has been some time. How are you?"
Oh, I'm good. How are you? You look like yourself, so you must be doing all right.
Ida, I've been making so many deals. Life has been good.
Good for you, baby. Good for you. I'm glad I could help you get a good start in life. I think we made a pretty good deal. At least it was for me.
Oh no, it worked out quite well for me. That brings me to a point I'd like to make, or a request rather. You see, I'm very happy to hear of your success against Cheliax. I was hoping perhaps I could showcase my happiness by working for you for some time.
What's in it for you?
Oh, nothing massive, just I'll work for you for 100 years, starting tomorrow, and managing your finances completely ethically, I promise. And after you die, I get your most valuable possession.
What, the head on my back?
He
Pulls
looks
out
at
Blood
Blood
Edge.
Edge. He looks at Blood Edge. Blood Edge wakes up and goes, what is this? There's a party? Wait a second. Didn't Lucifer appear in the material plane?
Yeah.
He looks at you. You're still here? How are you still here?
We just talked to him.
No! That was my one ticket to freedom! Him killing you! How? He's a god! An actual god! How are you here still? He's just crying. Which you don't understand because this tear duct shouldn't work because he has no
Undead.
water intake. He's undead, yeah.
I mean, if you
He's
want
pretty
Blood Edge, sure. After 100 years, I don't see why not.
Osgamuth just says, that wasn't what I was planning, but it could be fun. But it's just, I'm sorry, what's happening right now? Are you selling me?
No, baby, no. More like an exchange of services for goods.
That sounds like slavery, but with extra steps.
Oh, that's a good sesh title.
Isn't that just Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
It is. Blood Edge says, Ida, wonderful Magnumanius, Ida, I can tell you've become a good person. Why don't you just throw me off your hip? Just throw me into a sewer or something nearby. Just forget about me. I don't matter. You don't need to sell me.
Oh, that's not true, honey. She holds him up. Everyone matters in this world. Even you.
Don't sell me to a devil. Don't do it, Ida. This is the most earnest I've ever been with you. Do not sell me. The last remnants of my pride will be gone.
Well, you got 100 years to think about it. It's okay.
No.
I shake his hand. Yeah.
And the
Grab
condition-
Blood.
And the kitchen says, when Ida dies.
Osgamuth grabs Blood Edge's head and says, we're going to have a fun time. And then disappears in hellish smoke. You see, all three of you are together. You see Jaul, kind of hold on. Hex, Goliad. You see Jaul. He beckons the two of you over while Ida is talking to Osgamoth.
Okay.
He says, all right. He's dressed in full cold armor, weapon and everything. He looks amazing tonight. He says, all right, now I'm going to ask Ida on a date.
Mm-hmm.
I need a reminder. What does she like?
History, the shackles.
Okay.
Um,
I've been reading up on that. I've been reading up on piracy. Disgusting practice. I hate it, but I would like it for her. Okay.
I think the sea. Oh, she's a druid, so she likes nature.
Oh,
Yes.
she likes nature. Okay, that's good. That's good. What else? What else? What else?
Really big about her town.
Okay.
Likes making deals and getting one over on devils. That's something you two might have in common, kind of.
Cruel and ironic punishments.
Okay. Okay, I worship Abadar, so he's not really about that, but I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. Okay. And do you know what? Don't tell me. Never mind. I was gonna ask if you know if she likes me back. Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Hey, this is the best tip I can give you.
Yes.
If you can, try and sneak either chocolate or oysters. It's an aphrodisiac. I'm just trying to help you, buddy.
Okay, Hex, would you happen to have any chocolate on you?
Creation set on. I create a chocolate blood edge head.
Oh my god!
With real cherry
that's-
filling.
Yes, with cherry filling.
That's so funny. Joel takes it, looks at you, and says, I hope you know what you're doing. And he walks over to Ida right as blood Osmoth disappears. Ida, you turn to see Joel. Ida, roll a perception check.
Okay.
Okay.
Hex
You
comes up
heard
from the distance.
you heard Joel's entire conversation. Ida, you heard the entire conversation. He was like 30 feet away. Again, freak hearing. You heard the entire conversation. Joel walks up to you and he says, Ida, you look ravishing in that outfit. Hurricane Queen suits you so well. So well.
Is that a chocolate blood edge head?
Yes, with cherry filling. Cherry or strawberry, I think it's cherry. I got it for you. I noticed that you always carried a head of a vampire severed on your hip everywhere you went, including to bed. So, not that I was looking at you when you were sleeping or anything like that, because that would be creepy and very So not very paladin-like, not very. How are you doing today, Ida? How does the celebration feel to you? Must be very cathartic.
It's a lot of fun, you know? And she takes the chocolate blood edge head and bites the ear off.
So funny. That's so funny, dude.
It's a lot of fun, you know? It feels good to rid the world of some horrible people. Except for her over there. You see her? And Ida puts her arm around him and gestures to Admiral Throne. You see that girl over there?
She's just there by herself, just drinking. No one's next to her. She's just drinking alone. Just looks depressed.
I gotta talk to her before the night's over. She's the last person I want to talk to.
Joel looks at you and he says, oh, isn't that the Chilexian Admiral?
It was. Yeah. Juvala?
Huh. And she's here because...
I talked to her.
You're a very charming woman, then.
Sometimes you just need to talk to people and understand how they feel, you know? Ida looks at her.
Yes, I feel the same way. And what you said earlier about getting rid of bad people, I also like getting rid of bad people. As you remember, when I helped you overthrow King Spade, I was just wondering, I was in the area, and I was wondering, do you have any time, perhaps, Friday around 8? I had a little event that I was going to, and I needed a +1. It's a kind of a rare plant festival type thing. It's going to be all around nature, and never before seen piece of flora. I thought maybe you'd be interested.
Ida looks at him. Ida grows.
He is red. He is red. He is
grows into her full troll height, towers over him, looks down at him, rolls a 78 intimidate. Do you know what happened to the last man who tried?
Now, Ida, here's the thing. That's a 78 intimidate roll.
Does he find it hot?
He is so turned on by you turning into a giant troll that this has the same statistical effects, but in the sense of lore and RP, very different. You can see, and I'm so sorry, Lance, to hurt you in this way. You can see that dwarven dick poking out full mast underneath the metal armor, Ida. He's just looking at you, just eyes wide. And he says, "No, but I'd like you to tell me what happened to the last person."
I sold his soul for immunity to fire.
So you have immunity to fire now?
Always have. As far as
So
you know.
you won't need to sell it again for immunity to fire?
She stands up straight and you hear like her back crack. Nope. Alright, fine. Sure.
He looks at you, still in massive troll. Or wait, you come back down, or you? Still
Yeah, she like stands up straight, cracks her back, and shrinks down to like her human adjacent self. Fine.
I'm very happy to hear that. He turns and walks away like a toy soldier. He goes back over to Goliath and Hex, and he just goes, "Yes! Fuck!" And then he walks away.
Can I give him a high five as he walks by?
Oh yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
offer
for
Blood
sure.
Edge some of his head.
High five.
Do you want the cherry? You want the cherry Blood Edge?
Now,
Yeah, he'll take some blood edge. He'll take some blood edge to go.
Excellent.
I have one very important question. Can you go ahead and roll me a d12? How big that dwarven dick?
How big's that? I'm actually gonna roll a 2d12.
Shit!
Avatar has some benefits. That's all I'm trying to say. All right, Avatar has some benefits.
But
the
the
first-
god of the golden key.
Exactly. Right?
First d12's length, second d12's girth.
No. That's a separate roll. We're just going length because we want to keep the story going. Oh my god!
Power pole extend!
Well, that'll be useful on both sizes for Ida.
The only man who will be able to hurt Ida for the rest of time.
It's true.
Crap. Yeah, he walks away. Okay, I'm gonna go a little fast for a second because it's 7:30. But I don't want to rush everything. Really quickly, you see Ishtareth. He talks to you guys. He talks about how the Cyclops and the Treants are working together to sort of revive the Island of Empty Eyes. They're cleaning it up, making it sort of a sanctuary to nature, similar to what you did, Ida, when you kind of cast that massive spell across the entirety of it. And they talk about a bright future, a revival of the Cyclops culture, and also a merging of a new one. Ace comes up. He talks to you, Goliad, about Bull's Bluff, how good everything is going, how everyone is sort of starting getting along, and the order and chaos of the place are very well balancing out. He also tells you that Joker, your martial arts brother, is training in Tianjia, and Jack, the strongman, has taken a break from strength competitions to start to paint again, actually, based on what he's heard. And then Amelia Kingsheart from the Crimson Dice Company approaches Hex, congratulates you, Hex, of course, and the party on their success against Shellyax, all that good stuff, but tells you that they'll be leaving Bull's Bluff. There is an overabundance of devils now present within the city, and yet Ace, Spade, has them in a very specific, tight sort of balance with each other, to the point where chaos can no longer thrive. Amelia says to you, Hex, that she looks forward to meeting you again in the great beyond. And she leaves.
See you in a few thousand years.
And she smiles at you when you say that. Lastly, you guys see a little girl, emo, fully black hair, purple eyes, in a black little, like, kind of puffy dress, just kind of eating some of the food. She locks eyes with you, Goliad, and Ida specifically, and smiles, and you hear in your heads, "Thank you for freeing me," and she's gone. You see Aaliyah from the Golden Eyes. She talks to you guys about the Golden Eyes' plans to travel to seas beyond the known plans of other multi-dimensions, and asks you guys if you would allow her and the Golden Eyes to research the lighthouse. She, of course, also apologizes again for the whole scuffle that you guys had back at the lighthouse. Are you guys cool with the research or not cool with the research?
I'll allow it.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with it. As long as Hex is okay.
Yeah, someone needs to put together an actual instruction manual for it.
No. And they'll help with that. Finally, Barefoot Sam's Toppins, the doppelganger who has acted as your inside guy for most of the Cheliax and King Spade, or most of the Cheliax and Kurdak Bone Fist arc, says finally that she thanks you all for not abandoning or trying to kill her upon finding out her identity as a doppelganger. She thanks you in specific, Hex, for helping to sort of like kind of therapy help her to get over some of her trauma at figuring out.
Unlicensed therapist.
That's right. To overcoming her trauma at being not what she thought she was. And she says finally that she no longer wants her memories back from Peppery, and that she's content to make new memories alongside all of you. We're kind of wrapping up towards the end of the party. Are there any final things you would like to say before we move on to epilogues?
I meant to talk to Dravala, Thrun, but if anyone else wants to talk to anyone else, then go ahead.
Nope, it's up to you.
I think Cardi and Ambrose are my two big ones. And I already did that.
Then, one final conversation between the Hurricane Queen and the former admiral of the Cheliax Navy occurs. You sit down at the table, Ida. Juvala looks a mess, and yet she still retains some of that pride that you've always seen her carry herself with in your previous encounters. She looks up at you.
Hey, Admiral. Enjoying the party?
Yes, the party for my defeat. Strange, but I am enjoying it in my own way.
You are a guest of honor. And she sits down and puts her elbows on the table. What are you gonna do now? You've had a week to think about it.
Well, my people think I'm dead. I know you all have some magic that can change your appearance. I think I might And she looks towards you, and almost a little bit the camera, and she says, I think I might try the life of a pirate. What do you think?
We'd love to have you, honey. You're welcome on my ship anytime.
Then I'll start thinking up a new alias. Juvalia Thrune is dead. From the ashes, a new woman shall be born.
You are looking awful sad, though, and I know a man who's great at cheering up hot women. Where is... Oh, there he is! And, I point at Philrain, and I gesture Philrain over and introduce them, and you know exactly what I'm trying to do.
Oh yeah, Philrain is making her laugh within like 3 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Home Dog has like 30 charisma by this point. She's cooked. He has it. They...
30?
What'd you say?
A mere 30?
Yeah, fair. He's on the NPC wealth chart now, brother. But yeah, they are talking, they're hitting it off, and they seem to be getting on quite well. Juvalia just kind of meets your eyes as you leave, Ida, and she just gives you a very solemn nod.
Smile and wave, and then walk away.
And we sort of get to the epilogues of the party. Sort of a little bit of all the things you guys have done up until now. So I have a question. Do you want me to run through the NPC and like the things that you guys have changed epilogue first, or would you like to do your epilogues first? What would you prefer? I'll be quick if I go, either first or last.
I feel like we should end on the players.
Okay. Okay. Then we just sort of cut to let's start with the shackles. Let's start kind of big. The shackles is a completely new location within a matter of years. Piracy becomes closer to piracy in our modern world. It is not ships attacking traders very much. The people who exist as pirates are now more mercenaries. They're hired by different entities, organizations, and countries to carry out their dirty work, amongst other things.
Privateers.
Yes, privateers. And oh boy, are they successful at it. The people of the Shackles are strengthened by the trade routes that you have established, the threats that you have dealt with. The organization of your kingdom still maintains the chaotic spirit of the Shackles while allowing it to adapt to new ages and, evolutions in civilization. Piracy might be on the decline, but the people of the Shackles remain strong. Port Peril undergoes similar change, becoming more orderly, becomes a safe, very, very busy trading center for the Shackles. It is where Hurricane Queen Ida resides, and it resides for probably the next 100, 200 years at least. And it is where the strongest members of the council and of the Shackles, the pirates, remain forevermore. It becomes the central pillar for the Shackles. Bull's Bluff is wildly successful. While its success is directly connected to the Shackles' success in the terms of it being a part of your kingdom, it sort of spins off in its own way, becoming still a touristy, gambling den of vice, where devils and angels and everything in between can roam and exist. But it, with Juliet's help and Thurring's guidance, becomes a city for the future. Electricity becomes prevalent. Inventions based on electricity begin to pop up all across the city. Um, Juliet, of course, becoming well renowned for her progress in pushing humanity's technological front forward. Medicine becomes so commonplace that the people are in such a state of health that they are able to persist longer than normal. Food and water treatments are made to promote the health of the people, and Ace continues to run everything with a hand very similar to your father's, Goliath's, but far more compassionate, even when it can be just as devastatingly precise. The Island of Empty Eyes, as I already said earlier, is slowly repaired by Ishtoreth and the Treants. Ida's spell continues to nurture the island, and it is a thing of beauty, slowly tapping into the more positive aspects of the Feywild and becoming a paradise upon which no mortal really can ever go to, a sort of forbidden place, and beautiful forevermore. Blood Edge is never... Blood Edge is seen from again about 200 years later. He, at some point, was freed in some capacity by Osgamoth, and he has no interest in pursuing revenge, although he does muck up some things by sending some villain of the week people to ruin and mess with Bull's Bluff in your kingdom. He is never seen from again. Jaul continues to remain as the de facto police captain in Bull's Bluff. He's very well liked by the public, and he is very good at his job. He eventually, I don't know, Ida, does he stay with you? Does he leave? Or do you leave, I should say?
I think at some point he realizes that Ida isn't in love with him at all, of his own accord. And then he decides to split. And it might be like over a year into it, or longer. You know, they can live a long time. But yeah, that's how I think it is.
I like to imagine it's very amicable. And while it's no longer a relationship, you both come out of it with a little bit more respect for one another and an understanding of boundaries and who you are as people. He lives out the rest of his life in Bull's Bluff. Ace, of course, remains as the ruler of Bull's Bluff, and continues to successfully rule over it. The Vargas twins, Ina and Haywood, go on to travel around the world with Hex and Mike Hawk. God damn it. And eventually they go off to other parts of Galarian to live various lives over decades and decades, having fun all the while. Cardi B continues to travel with the High Rollers for some time, mapping out unknown and impossibly dangerous locations. And what happens with her and Goliath? Cody?
I imagine it's more of just like, we have a good time for a while, and just eventually just kind of grow apart.
Okay.
Because that's also like Goliath's first relationship, and those don't last. So
True.
Think of it kind of like fall really hard, and then you slowly fall out of it as you mature.
I get you. The relationship leaves a deep scar in her heart, but she does become a stronger person for it, and she does become a world-renowned cartographer post-mortem, as her work is discovered by adventurers far, far into the future. Mike Hawk, of course, continues with Hex. He doesn't say it to anyone outwardly, but he's always admired her attitude towards the gods and the pre-established rules of the universe, and when they met, he found someone he truly respected and would never leave, if possible. He eventually becomes strong enough to stand by Hex's side, at least partially, and he lives the rest of his life naturally without regrets alongside her. Um, is there anything else that happens with Mike Hawk, Hex? Doesn't have to be romantic. I'm just talking in general.
Eventually, at around 70 or 80, he eventually dies of natural causes of old age. And then Hex finally just punches a hole in reality and sees, oh, let's see what's outside of this one.
I like to imagine you continue onwards with a little reminder of him, a little pendant that just has his
a hawk pendant with a large cock.
Perfect. Meryl Pegsworthy finally found people we can trust with the High Rollers. You consistently told the truth and interacted with honor with him. And so him and his men, old soldiers and mercenaries, finally decide to lay down their weapons. They work with you, of course, in benefiting the kingdom, but find places where they can live out the rest of their lives free from oppression and hatred in a shackled not controlled by Cheliax, comfortably and safely. Jack Diamond adds significantly to your kingdom, making it more successful than it ever could have been without him. He thanks you in that way and verbally for everything you've done for him, for saving him from the curse that King Spade put upon him, and for saving him from himself, a depressed, very sad loner, and giving him a new opportunity to live. He leaves with Archie Valentine, and he is never seen again. Although, one cannibalistic robot often hears tales of his exploits across the plains and speaks to him on occasion. Tessa Fairwind takes control of Phoenix Peak, with the Hurricane Queen's permission, of course, and rebuilds it from the ground up from the Cheliax assault. She preserved the historic museum of the Shackles and adds various artifacts and paraphernalia from the High Rollers to its exhibits. It becomes an even more popular tourist location in the coming years. And while not the most exciting life as when she was a pirate, she finds a great level of joy in running Phoenix Peak and seeing the smiles on the faces of the residents. Owlbear, our favorite mentally autistic bear man, is enjoying every aspect of life aboard the Hangman's Gambit. It takes him many years, but he learns how to spell his name. More shocking, though, the success of his clothing line, Draped in Feathers, which earns him more coin than he could ever know what to do with. Eventually, he finds someone who reciprocates the abundant love that he has for other people back to him and starts a family. Many, many decades later, dying, surrounded by those he loved of old age and natural causes. Ambrose officially opened the Devil's Delight, a fine dining restaurant that offers delicious meals towards all. Its signature dish, an inspiration from the High Rollers, is a magical dice that, when rolled, produces a otherworldly food at random. Always delicious, though. He is the head chef and owner, working consistently to perfect his profession, assisted on occasion by his dearest Minotaur friend, and, of course, Ederle, the man you saved from Blood Edge's crew, the Midnight Massacre. While Ederle does not ever fully recover from the trauma he suffered, he does remember the joys of life, and as he works within the Devil's Delight, his work heals his fractured mind one dish at a time. Grok eventually reclaims Grok's Rock. The outpost becomes a safe haven for even the lowliest of scum and criminal to exist somewhat safely within. It continues to swib new ships for many years, and the control Grok has over it allows her a sense of satisfaction she did not have before. She embodies the spirit of the High Rollers in her judgments and wisdom over the town, being fair, offering second chances, and of course, being very, very violent when forced to. She's killed very brutally by her successor, decades later, just as she wants. She dies in a glorious battle, witnessed by all, with a smile on her face, satisfied with the life she's lived. Conchabar and Rosie are married shortly after. They actually ask Ida to officiate the wedding, and the guests all bring various colored underwear as gifts to Conchabar, much to his dismay and to Rosie's eminent joy. A wedding story for the ages. They continue with the High Rollers taking over the ship from Hex. Not necessarily as successfully, but still with a good measure of it. And they go so far as to pass on your stories to the next generation through song, dance, and fables. They may no longer be pirates towards the end of their days, but they are the first generation of high rollers that continued onward with your crew. Sandara Quinn goes back to Port Peril, but not before spreading the ashes of her father across the shackles. Did Juliet accompany her, and did anything develop with their relationship further?
I think Juliet absolutely did go with her, and it was very awkward until Sandara probably yelled at her to make up her mind, and then I think they got together and stayed together for a long time.
Sandara leaves Port Peril then to live with Juliet in Bull's Bluff. She opens just a little place of worship for Besmara, which quickly becomes a full church. And she lives out the rest of her days happily with Juliet, tempering the genius with wisdom. And finally, Barry the Bog Giant.
Barry!
Barry! Opens up a very, very successful orphanage in Mwangi. The orphans, abused, forgotten, disheveled, flock to Barry's new orphanage, also known as Barry's Bite-Sized Benefactors, in droves. Many come out, new people, better off for it, and he learns the meaning of love. Of course, there are many other NPCs that you've affected, the Water Masons, Archie, the GoldenEye Pirates, but we won't go over everyone's story, just the stories of those you have changed. Almost entirely for the better. And thus we move on to the important players, the characters who accomplished impossible tasks consistently throughout their years as pirates. We'll go ahead and start with... We'll actually start with Hex and we'll end with Ida. Hex, what is your epilogue?
Well, so each year she punched a hole in reality to return to the anniversary of the Cheliaxian defeat, because that seems like a perfect time. And then you see her in hell, but a completely different reality's hell, and her saying, I didn't get to kill the last Satan. I'm going to kill this one, though.
What else happens?
Well, and that ends there with that as a fight between Marvelous Mephisto and Hex.
That's hilarious, actually. Okay.
Because less people care when that one dies.
That's true. Is there anything else to the story that you'd like to add, or is that sort of the cliffhanger ending for Hex's
That's the
epilogue?
cliffhanger. Her relationship with my cock remained aromantic, asexual.
I think, regardless of the outcome, Hex's life was lived exactly the way she wanted it to be lived. Goliath.
And
Oh, sorry, continue.
an absurd hodgepodge of nonsense.
That's right.
Would you have it any other way?
Exactly.
Nope.
That's true. That's true. Goliath, your epilogue, please, my friend.
Yeah. So Goliad decides to not necessarily take a break from the high rollers, but instead of going far and wide with them, he takes missions only kind of close to Bull's Bluff, and like keeps Bull's Bluff as like a like his home
Mhm.
again. He still works with Ace to try and find Ace's mom. And eventually does. He stays there, dates Cardi for a little bit, break up. And I think after the breakup, he decides to go to find his brothers, to check in on them. So he'll find Ace, and I imagine it won't end well, and they'll just end up fighting. But then he'll find Jack, and they'll kind of come to an understanding.
Is there anything else that happens throughout Goliath's life?
He has battles. He wins. He loses some. Very rarely. But overall, it's like he lives the life of kind of a retired pirate that still gets drug out to missions every now and then. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
And he kind of just lets his family flourish. Specifically Ace. In his new role.
I like to imagine you probably watch Ace eventually have a family of his own, and things go a lot better with that one than they did with yours.
Yeah. I get to see Ace turn into a father and like not be a huge dick about it.
Yeah. Ida, we come to the Hurricane Queen, the Duchess, and the Troll.
We see Ida giving some kind of speech. We can't hear what she's saying, but she's giving an address to, it looks like the entirety of Port Peril. It seems very heated, very spirited, I guess I should say. The crowd raises their arms. It appears that she's unofficially declared war on Cheliax. Some time seems to pass, and then we see her in a throne room in full rage troll mode with dragons at her side and a bunch of other paintings assaulting the Queen of Cheliax, Queen Thrune. We see her then sitting in that same chair with pirate flags all around. Then we seem to jump forward many years in the future, probably over 100. and we see her stand up. Still looks exactly the same because she's immortal. We see her stand up, take off her Hurricane Queen hat, and pass it down to someone else, giving up the title. Ed is never heard from again after about 200 years post-campaign. No one knows what happened to her.
And with that, the Legends of the Seas are just that. Legends. Never forgotten, but many mysteries still surround whatever happened to them. All that's known is that they changed the shackles forever. That is the end of our campaign. It was a lot of fun. I really liked this AP, even though we barely did anything from the actual AP. And I will bid you guys a good night. We will talk again, probably just over chat, and organize the next campaign. Probably in about a month is when we'll start getting everything like session 0 and everything like that going. We will be moving on to a new campaign, and we'll see how that story unfolds. So with that, I will see you wonderful people.
I have one last word to
later.
get out.
Oh, yes.
Do I?
Sure. Hex first.
Go Hex.
No, Goliath first.
Okay, Goliath.
Is yours related to the campaign?
Only indirectly.
Okay. So I started allergy shots. And I have to get them twice a week. And starting next week, it'll be every Monday and every Friday, because that's when my job will allow me to be late. I'll be taking them for quite a while. That would put it at the closest I could be home is like 6:15, 6:30 my time. So probably gonna take a break from D&D for a while. Since I can't physically make it to sessions.
And if we were able to move days, would that work for you?
If we're able to move days, that would probably work better for me. But I also don't want you guys to have to do that, because this has been the same time and day we've done for the last, 6 years.
It's true.
Oh, we used to do it on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
We did used to do it on Tuesdays, yeah.
Oh, really?
We've moved. Yeah, we've.
I don't have
moved
that same stipulation anymore. That it needed to be Monday, because my Taekwondo is a lot more flexible than my karate was. So I can go to Taekwondo any Monday through Thursday, any day of the week. So
anyone have trouble with Tuesday then?
we just have to ask the new guy.
Yeah, we just have to check with Ian. We could do Tuesday. I'm fine with Tuesday. Lance, we can just start cooking Monday night.
Yeah,
that's
it
fine.
doesn't really
it's fine.
affect me nearly as bad as it would have in the past.
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
So yeah, if we want to move days, I'm totally fine with that. We can talk about that in chat, like as we continue on.
Yeah.
We can chat. We can talk about it. That's totally fine.
Oh,
All right.
Yar har fiddly dee, a pirate is free.